Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We have a great little routine for you to do that's going to help you with digestion and enzyme production, and so that you don't feel heavy and bloated on Thanksgiving after you have your wonderful turkey meal. So the first stretch is for the IT band and affects the gallbladder meridian. You're going to lie on your back. Get a cushion under your head if you need one. We don't want any strain in your neck. You're going to take your left ankle and crisscross it on top of your right knee. And then you're going to interlace your hands behind your right thigh. So you've got your left hand between your legs. You can see both of John's legs are at right angles and his arms are straight. He's driving both legs away from his body. His left ankle in particular is driving into his right knee. He continues to do that while he overcomes the force with his arms and draws his legs into his chest, and then releases the tension and goes back to the start position. Again, driving his legs away from his body and using his arms to bring them into his chest to stretch out the IT band and the glute on the left side. We're going to do a total of 8 reps. That was 3. Driving both legs away and overcoming the force with your hands. There's 4. Driving both legs away and overcoming the force with the hands. That's 5. 3 more to go. There's 6. The whole time you're driving your legs into your hands and using your arms to bring them into the chest. Last rep. Really good job. Let's switch sides. This time, your right ankle is going to crisscross on top of your left knee, and you're going to interlace your hands behind your left thigh, driving your right ankle into your left knee and using your hands to draw your legs into the chest for a stretch on the right IT band and glute. That's 2 reps. Let's do 6 more. Driving the legs away and overcoming the force with the arms. Again, driving the legs away and bringing them into the chest against that resistive force. 3 more reps. Drive those legs into your hands and use your hands to draw your legs into your chest. And you should feel this in the IT band and the glute on the right leg. Great job. So that's going to help you metabolize a lot of the fat that you might be consuming today. It's also really good for headaches. Okay, the next stretch is for the large intestine. Also helps with neck pain and grip strength. So you're going to get into a lunge position. I want you to make sure that you have cushion under your knee if you need it. John's got his right elbow on the outside of his left knee. Then he's going to place his left hands, fingers pointed down, on the front of his right wrist. And he's going to resist with his left hand while he uses his right to draw his arm into his side and turn his head while he makes the movement. And then he brings his right arm back to center and then resists while he uses the left to draw it into the side. You should feel this in the shoulder and neck on the right arm. He's pressing his elbow into his knee and driving his right forearm forward toward the front of his body. And then he's using his left hand to draw his arm into his body. Let's do 2 more reps. Resisting with the right and using the left to overcome the force and bring the arm into the body. Again, last one. Great stretch for the neck. Now let's switch sides. Into a lunge position, this time with the right leg forward and the left elbow crisscrossed on the outside of the knee. Driving that right forearm forward and using the left hand to bring it into the side of your body to stretch out the left shoulder and neck. That's 2 reps. Let's do 8 total. Pressing your elbow and knee together, resisting with your forearm, and making the movement with your helping hand on the front of your wrist, drawing it into the body to stretch out the shoulder and the neck. Let's do 2 more reps for a total of 8. Elbow and knee together and using the helping hand to draw the forearm into the side. Keep going, pressing the elbow and knee together while you draw your arm into your side, and shake that out. Okay, the next stretch is for the stomach and also affects the quad. So this is going to help with your digestion since everybody ends up with a full stomach on Thanksgiving. So John's going to interlace his hands behind his left thigh, and he's going to take his right ankle right by his Achilles and crisscross it on top of his right shin, crisscross it on top of his left shin, Driving his left leg up, he's going to use his right to fold the left at the knee to stretch out the front of the thigh on the left side. Again, driving the left leg up and using the right to fold the leg at the knee for a stretch on the left side. As soon as you do this stretch, you should feel your left leg press into your hands. That's a sign that you're doing this right and you're resisting. This one also burns pretty quick, right in the front of the thigh on the left side. Let's do 3 more reps. Driving that left leg up and using the right to fold at the knee. Again, driving that left leg up and using the right to fold you at the knee. Again, driving the left leg up and using the right to fold you at the knee. Great stretch for the quads and affects the stomach meridian in Chinese medicine. Now let's do the other side, interlacing your hands behind your right knee and crisscrossing your left Achilles on top of your right shin. Driving your right leg up towards the ceiling and using your left leg to overcome the force and fold you at the knee to stretch out the quad on the right. Again, driving that right leg up and using the left to fold you at the knee. Let's do a total of 8, so 6 more. Driving the right leg up and using the left to fold you at the knee. Again, driving the right leg up and using the left to fold you at the knee. And 1 more, driving that right leg up and using the left to fold you at the knee. Let's do 1 more. Really good job. Excellent. Okay, last stretch. This is for the pancreas meridian. The medial hamstring also really helps with hip pain, but for our purposes today on Thanksgiving, it's going to help you produce enzymes to digest all of your food. So you can see John's in a lunge position, and he's going to walk his left leg out to the side. So if straight down under his body is the center of a clock, he's going to put his left foot at about 11 o'clock. Then he's going to take his left shoulder and put it on the inside of his left leg and take the space between his thumb and his pointer and place it behind his left heel. And then he's going to lunge his whole body in the direction of that left leg. To create resistive force, he's going to drive his heel into his hand, and that's going to contract his medial hamstring. He keeps doing that while he sits his hips back. And then he releases the tension and goes back to the start position, driving that heel into his hand and sitting his hips back. Again, driving that heel into his hands and sitting his hips back. We're going to do 8 reps, driving the heel into the hands and sitting the hips back. Again, driving the heel into the hands and sitting the hips back. Let's do 2 more. Drive that heel into the hands to contract the medial hamstring, pressing the knee and shoulder together and sitting back. Last one. Great job. Now let's do the other side. So he's going to take his right leg and put it at about 2 o'clock. Put his right arm on the inside of his right knee and the space between his pointer and thumb behind his right heel. And then driving his heel into his hand to contract his medial hamstring, sit back. That was 1 rep. There's 2. Make sure you pause in between reps and activate the muscle by contracting and driving that heel back, and then maintain the contraction while you sit back so that you grab the fascial tissue. If you drop the contraction, you'll lose the effect. So John's really driving that heel into his hand. He's even pressing his knee and shoulder together while he sits back. Let's do 2 more reps. You can see before he moves, there's like a pause and an effort where he really activates and contracts, and then he keeps that going while he sits back. So this is a great little routine you can do. It's under 10 minutes. You could do it a few times throughout the day, whatever works. It's going to make you feel better and make you digest your food so much better on Thanksgiving.